Afternoon, folks. Brian here at Geomagnetic Earthwatch. Wednesday, December 3, 2025. This is a space weather report. Hey, folks, we hit G3 Strong Geomagnetic Storm Conditions about 1 hour ago. A little less than an hour ago. We're at G2 moderate right now. So this is measured in 30-minute increments, which is why I don't use the NOAA scale, which is done only in 3-hour increments, right here. So they were forecasting for a G2, moderate geomagnetic storm. Like I said, as you saw, we spiked to G3. Our BZ value is a -14, so it is making a connection with Earth's magnetic field. However, the solar wind speeds are not high. Only 476 kilometers per second. A few seconds ago, it was 417 kilometers per second. So for the current time, according to the NOAA's Enlil model, which is not always reliable, there's nothing indicating that's supposed to be hitting us at this time. The day side impact is in the middle of nowhere in the Pacific Ocean. If anywhere, close to Easter Island. Continuing in this direction. Very interesting article on the internet from the Daily Mail, which I absolutely do not listen to or read or believe. They're saying that there's an emergency alert issued as sun eruption could lead to blackouts from Minnesota to Maine. There is absolutely nobody who can predict where specifically blackouts would occur. So I'm just going to run this. The storm, which hasn't happened yet, stems from a solar flare becoming a plasma burst towards Earth. And another eruption on the backside, western limb, right here. So the coronal hole region here, as I pointed out, so this was Earth facing yesterday. Okay. Yesterday. One moment. So the solar wind speed is only 440 kilometers per second. That is only slightly above normal. Solar wind speeds from Earth facing yesterday, really shouldn't be reaching us right now based on this wind speed. Curious. Now, that recent X1.9 flare came from this itsy bitsy little sunspot group here. I find that curious. We have a combination of 3 groupings here. Well, this one I wouldn't really consider one. But this one here and this one here, which really at this time hasn't produced anything. 9.4, 9.6, 9.8. Hasn't produced anything. Now, like I've said before, we've had so-called scary sunspot regions come all the way across and absolutely nothing has happened. One moment, please. Stand by. Okay, rabbit hole time, folks. I try and stay grounded in reality, but sometimes I trip in my dizziness and fall down a rabbit hole. So a lot of news articles saying that there's going to be a grid failure between two areas. Again, no one can predict that. But you have to wonder, really. So those of you who are aged, you know the term called, is it real or is it Memorex? That's when we used to record things on tape, cassette tapes. Is it real or is it Memorex? Memorex is a brand of recording tape, so clear you couldn't tell if it was a recording or if it was real. If what we see is being projected, is that real? Or do they want you to think that something nasty and scary is coming down? Because they know of the binary system coming in, and they know of the effects it's going to have, including solar storms from the binary systems or otherwise electromagnetic interference. So in preparation to keep us isolated from the information, or they're going to make it appear as if the grid goes down or we have telecommunications failures from the sun, when it's really its binary companion drawing closer. Right? It's like the formal head of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, did state that by 2025 there is going to be a cyber attack which would take down the internet. That was one of his predictions. Just like that movie Leave the World Behind. The cover story or the narrative they want you to believe was the cyber attack, when in fact that was Herculebus coming in. That was the cause of everything that happened in that movie. Such as I have described many a times in videos. Just curious. We have a spike into G3 Strong Geomagnetic Storm Conditions currently, and really there's nothing happening from the sun in which we see. And then you have all these other YouTube content creators, wackos, getting all overly excited about this big, scary sunspot group coming across. It could pop something off. It might not. Like I said, we've seen scary regions pass by. And off to the western limb, fading away in the sunset. Nothing's happened.